Hi, today I'll be talking to you about the power of negotiation. So, being able to negotiate is not something that we are born with, it's not something that comes naturally. And for some people, it's quite difficult to negotiate because of their idiosyncrasies and generally how they view life. But I was that type of person as well who was not up for negotiating. But after learning a lot from my friend and also books that I've read, and in particular a book called I Would Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi, and in that book, it's an amazing book. I recommend that you should read it. One of the things that he talks about is the ability to negotiate, and most people don't know that you can negotiate for something that you desire to buy in a supermarket or at departmental store. And negotiating for products sometimes is viewed in a bad light. People may think or perceive that you are just trying to be difficult or you're just a demanding type of person. But I want to tell you that the ability to negotiate can mean the difference between you succeeding in life or not. It can mean the difference between you getting ahead in life or not. I can give you examples, practical examples, both in my life and in the lives of other people. I'll take the example of you. Maybe you have bettered yourself in terms of skill-wise, you've upskilled yourself, you've studied, you've just written a diploma, or you've gotten an extra degree in a particular area that you're working in. And because of that, you want to negotiate for a higher salary. And if you are not willing to approach your boss and tell him and ask for a raise, the raise will not come automatically. And when you do that, you need to state your reasons of why you need a raise, and you should be able to negotiate for that pay raise. And people who are in the corporate world know that things don't just come to you on a silver platter. When you're working in a big corporate organization, you need to work hard, you need to meet the targets, and you need to be a powerful negotiator. And in the corporate world, not everybody gets the same salary. It's dependent on your performance, it's dependent on how you're skilled, and it's dependent on how willing and how able or equipped you are to negotiate your way through the corporate ladder. So my friend taught me never to take things from face value, especially when you are buying products from people, when you're buying products even from non-chain stores. And I've implemented that in my life. So if I have to buy a certain product, I always do some sort of shopping around, get to know what are the general prices for whatever product I'm wanting to buy. And then when I find what I'm actually looking for, I then put down my offer. So maybe I could go into a shop, and I'm in South Africa, so our currency is in rands. Let's say for a particular product, it's marked at 5,000 rands. And I have seen that in other places, it is 5,200 or 5,050 or something rands, and I want to buy that product from this particular shop. So what I would do is I would ask for the manager, speak to them and tell them that I want this product, I'm interested in this product, it's a wonderful product, and many other people are selling it for a similar price or something even a little bit cheaper. And I ask for a deal, like I ask maybe for a discount of some nature. And sometimes they are not prepared for this, because most of the time people just look at the price and then they just buy it if they want. If they feel like it's beyond their price range, they just leave it. So then I ask for the discount, and sometimes I even push them and say, you know what, I'm going to give you cash for this. I'm not going to open an account. So here's my offer. I'm willing to give you maybe 4,500 for this product, and I will buy it now. I've got the money now. And often what I find is they kind of think to themselves, and some of them may say no, and I tend not to be very pushy, but some of them can say, hold on, let me just do my math. And sometimes I find they give me a discount, maybe not at 4,500 from the original 5,000, but probably I get it for about 4,800. But even when I walk out of that place and I pay the 4,800, it's a win-win for me, because the person who's selling the product has gotten his profit and has managed to sell off this product. And for me, I've managed to buy this product at a cheaper price, having done my kind of shopping around and seeing that this product is actually more expensive elsewhere. So negotiation is important, because just by learning how to negotiate, you can end up having extra money that you can save, and that you can be able to direct that money to other things that you want to buy or other expenses that you have to cover. The ability to negotiate is extremely important if you're going to be successful. And I have learned that negotiation is very powerful, and most people neglect it, as I said. And after I read the book by Ramit Sethi, I wanted to practice and that more and more, and put that formula to test. So I had a credit card with a particular bank I cannot mention here, and I called them up. I called up my private banker. I told them I wanted a better deal on my credit card, and was asking for the interest rate to be reduced. So my banker was not expecting such a call, because I was very direct. I was specific at what I wanted. So he was like, sir, I cannot get back to you right now, but I'm going to call the bank manager and lay down your request. It didn't take them long. They actually called me back, and the bank manager told me that they were going to reduce my interest rate on the credit card for this amount of money, but they couldn't go any further. And I actually got a decrease in interest rate on my credit card, just like that, within minutes. And I never knew that could be done. And just last week, I was just sitting down contemplating, because of the current fuel hikes in our country. Many things that prices of goods are going up, and my car insurance is due to go up actually next month. So I decided just to contact one of my brokers and speak to them about my insurance. And I was asking for a discount. I was asking for my installment to be reduced, and I stated my reasons. So it's important also that when you're going to negotiate, you need to state your reasons why, and you're not just trying to be difficult. So I told them that I had my driver's license for more than 5 years. I had not had any car accident in the last 6 years. I was a careful driver. I had not put in an insurance claim in the last 7 years. And everything was kind of tip-top fine generally with my car. And for that reason, I was requesting a reduction in my car insurance installment. And my broker got back to me, I think after 1 or 2 days, and she said that they could not reduce my installment from what it was right now, but because it's projected to increase in the month of November. However, they will give me a discount on the new installment. And this wasn't something like rocket science. It was just like typing an email and opening up the conversation. And as a result of that, I've actually managed to save money on my new car installment, just by negotiating. And obviously that's going to save me money in that aspect. And then the most vital thing when it comes to negotiation is negotiating in life. You need to be able to negotiate in life. Otherwise, you will not succeed. And one thing I can tell you is that if you are someone who can take an easy no, you will not succeed. Successful people don't take no for an answer from life, from circumstances, from situations around. They know how to negotiate their path through life. So if you are going to be successful, you need to understand the power of negotiation. Never accepting a no, never accepting like it cannot be done. You're always thinking, how can it be done? What can I do to level up? What changes can I make? How can I push through this barrier? How can I go around this mountain if it's a mountain? Or how can I blast through this mountain? You're always finding ways. And I know as I said, negotiation sometimes is looked upon as adversarial, and sometimes when you have to negotiate in life, you have to push. And an important thing as well is knowing your limits. For example, if you're negotiating for a deal, you're negotiating for a discount, and you feel like maybe they're not kind of getting to where I want them to, you also need to exercise emotional intelligence and know where to back off so that it doesn't end up being an altercation, and that's not what you want in a negotiation. In a negotiation, you don't want an altercation. You want the two parties to be able to benefit from that negotiation. So there must be some mutual benefit in that negotiation. The party that you are negotiating with is happy, you are also happy. Negotiations are happening around us every day. Your country is negotiating with your neighboring country in terms of trade, in terms of imports, exports, work, manpower, different products. So people are in negotiations literally every day, governments, institutions. So negotiations are happening left, right, and center all around us. And you beginning to negotiate is a big step. It's stepping into the unknown, but I promise you it will change your life. So next time when you go to the department store, or you go out to buy a product, remember, don't just take things on face value. Don't just look at it and say, okay, it is $10 or it's $50, then I will pay $50. Try and negotiate. Ask them about a good deal. Ask them if the manager can do something for you to get it cheaper. And as you practice that, you will be surprised the results that you will obtain. And as you do that more, you can apply it to different things. Call your bank, call your banker, call your insurance company, ask for a good deal. Call other institutions where you've got accounts. Try and negotiate, for a better deal in different aspects. And you will be surprised the response that you're going to get and the things that you're going to be able to achieve in life. Thank you so much for listening to me. This is Dr. Franklin, life strategist on the Success Portal. And don't forget to subscribe and watch the other videos that are on this channel, for they will change your life, change your thinking, and change everything around you.